Too many companies rely on generic job postings and drawn out interviews that push great candidates away instead of pulling them in. Today, I'm unpacking some proven strategies to accelerate your hiring process and land top talent. Plus, I got a bonus tip for you that makes referrals effortless. Let's dive in. I've hired a lot of good people over the years, and I learned a lot of things that work and don't work. And it's been my experience that many leaders treat hiring like a task instead of a strategic advantage. If your hiring process is slow, outdated, or uninspiring, the best candidates are going to move on before you even get a chance to speak to them. Here are a couple of proven strategies that I use to accelerate the hiring process. First, if you want to attract top talent, you got to start by looking at how you present the opportunity. See, too many job descriptions read like corporate checklists. They're bland, they're forgettable, and they're packed with jargon that doesn't inspire anyone. The best candidates aren't just looking for another job. They're looking for a mission. They want a challenge. They want a team that they can thrive in. They want to know why this role matters and what kind of impact that they can make. Instead of the typical, we're looking for a results-driven leader with 5 years of experience. Does that sound boring? Try something like, hey, if you thrive on solving tough problems, enjoy working with high performers, and want to be part of a team that actually values your ideas, this role is for you. Can you feel that difference? See, that level of clarity is everything. You got to make it obvious what success looks like, what kind of culture they're stepping into, and who they'll be working alongside. A good candidate should read your job description and think, man, this was written for me. Second, make hiring a priority, not an afterthought. The best candidates won't wait around. Yet so many companies, and I say this with all due respect, they drag their feet. They have slow interview processes, endless rounds of approvals, and the hiring managers take weeks to make a decision, or worse, to even get back to candidates. That's how you lose A players. If you want to win at hiring, you need to act like hiring is a priority. Decisiveness matters. Stop overcomplicating the process. Most roles don't require 5 rounds of interviews. Keep your hiring process tight, clear, and fast moving. If you're excited about someone, don't make them wait. See, the best candidates have options, so you got to make sure that you're the best one for them, right? When you find a good one, you need to have a degree of urgency. That makes them feel wanted right from the get-go. Third, hire for mindset, train for skill. Another mistake hire leaders make is over-prioritizing experience and underestimating mindset. Skills can be taught, but work ethic like adaptability, problem solving, and ownership, that's a completely different story. Some of the best hires I've ever made weren't the ones who had the perfect resume. They were the ones that had drive, adaptability, and leadership instincts to figure things out. So many leaders obsess over qualifications and years of experience, when what really matters is how someone thinks, acts, and leads under pressure. If someone has the right mindset, they can learn the rest. Instead of focusing on what they've done, focus on how they think. Do they take ownership? Do they challenge ideas? Can they handle ambiguity? These are the people who just won't do a job. They'll make the job better. If you want to know the hidden gold mine in attracting top talent, that's referrals. The best hires don't come from job boards. They come from referrals and relationships. If you're not actively leveraging referrals to hire, you're already behind. Referrals work because they come with a reputation of trust. People don't just refer anyone, they vouch for those that they believe in. No one wants to risk their reputation by recommending someone who won't perform. This means that referred candidates often integrate faster, perform better, and stay longer. But most leaders don't intentionally build a referral pipeline. They post a job, offer, in their minds, they think they do, they offer an employee referral bonus, and they hope for the best. That's not how top talent is found. You have to actively create opportunities for referrals. Start by making it personal and specific when reaching out to your team or your network. Instead of saying something like, do you know anyone looking for a job? Ask, who's the best person you ever worked with that would thrive in this role? And don't just stop at employees. Some of the best referrals come from former colleagues, industry peers, past candidates, or partners that you go to market with. Now, let me share a game-changing tip that I've learned from years of hiring a lot of good people. One that makes referrals easier and far more effective. Ask your clients. Yeah, your clients. Asking your clients for referrals is a goldmine of opportunity. First of all, it sends them a positive message about you and your company, like that you're growing, right? Because everyone wants to give business to a growing company, not one that's doing layoffs. In fact, one of the best sales reps I've ever hired came from one of my clients. I asked them a question. I said to them, hey, besides me, who's your next favorite salesperson? And while that drove a few laughs, it also landed me a great rep from a competition. That was the person I targeted. I've done this for a variety of positions. Hey, besides John, like our best engineer, who's your second favorite engineer, regardless of the company? Oh, that's Cindy from Acme Corp, whatever. Bingo! That's the person I'm targeting and going to reach out to. Food for thought, right? Okay, the last point I want to make is this. Once you've hired a rock star, the worst thing you can do is make them feel like they have to earn responsibility. Nothing disengages high performers faster than being hired for potential and then treated like they have to prove themselves for months before they're trusted to do, quote, real work. Top performers don't want to sit on the sidelines. They want to make an impact. They want to get in the game. They want to take ownership. They want to have a role that challenges them, that they get out of bed for in the morning. A new hire should feel empowered from day one. They should feel like the work they're responsible for matters. Here's a truth bomb. Hiring isn't just about filling roles. It's about building the future of your business. Great companies don't settle. They hire top talent by leveraging referrals, crafting compelling job descriptions, prioritizing mindset over experiencing, making fast decisions, and giving new hires responsibility immediately. If your hiring process isn't built to attract, engage, and empower top people, someone else will. If this resonated with you, I got something that'll make it even better for you. I want to offer you my latest ebook, The CEO Shift. It's a proven framework that helps leaders build high-performing teams, make better hiring decisions, and create a culture of ownership. Click the link in the description to download it. If you're not ready to think about leadership at that level, let me at least buy you a copy of my recent book, Freedom to Experiment, How to Ignite a New Level of Energy, Focus, and Momentum in Yourself and Your Team. All I ask that you do is pay for a small shipping and handling fee. If you're interested, follow the link in the description, and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below related to your business, and of course, subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. Talk to you soon.